you been seeing a lot of the news regarding UFOs or UAPs, which are unidentified anomalous phenomena in the sky in different cities, but it's not really registering with you? You know, when something is real and you can pick up that it's actually something that's actually happening, you can pick up on it spiritually if you're in tune. And I'm not feeling that. What I'm picking up is that this is evidence of Project Blue Beam. All right, Project Blue Beam was a theory that was researched by this journalist named Serge Munset in '94. And what he was saying was that this is going to be the ushering in of a new global religion, but there are several steps that are involved in this happening. And as we're seeing more evidence of these UFOs or UAPs in the sky, these drones, these holographs, people are seeing a lot of signs and wonders. This is a part of prophecy being fulfilled. Okay, I want to also share some of the notes I have in regard to this, because they have been soft launching this out to us in the form of holographic concerts. Okay, we have these people that have been passed away for some time, but we have these concerts of their holographic figure. Also, when it comes to the launching of AI or these Tesla bots, all these things are playing into the narrative of ushering in the false Messiah or the Antichrist. Okay, and there are several steps. I want to go through a few of them because this is something that a lot of people are not aware of. Many people are so used to being culled into this technological advances in the form of devices that they are taking all of this hook, line, and sinker. Now, one of the things that is going to actually happen, a part of this Project Blue Beam, is they're going to create weapons that deal with war, okay, that deal with natural phenomena such as weather. This is going to be something that's going to be ushered out with DARPA as well as HARP. Okay, and again, these are covert things. I'm not going to name certain names for my own protection, but these are things that you can look for yourself if you have an eye to see and an ear to hear. They're going to be shaking your faith through natural disasters, earthquakes, and different phenomenon. The second aspect of this is also the threat of alien invasion. They're also putting this out to the masses in the form of a lot of the content that we watch. A lot of films, in particular a lot of sci-fi films, have this dystopian type of viewpoint where it's like preparing you for an apocalypse, okay? Another thing too is, as I mentioned about the holographic images that they're showing and projecting into the sky. Throughout the world, people are having sightings of pyramids in the sky, so-called UAPs or UFOs. Even people are having images of the chariots in the sky. These are things that have been prophesied in Revelations as well as other books of the Bible. And I want to share this particular scripture, and this is 2 Thessalonians 2:11. Therefore God sends them a strong delusion so that they may believe what is false. So, if you are in alignment with the Most High Christ, you will understand that these things are a part of what is going to happen. When you're beginning to see a surge of these technological advances and the ushering in of artificial intelligence to a massive scale, this is a sign of the coming of the Christ. But before it actually happened, they're going to usher in this Antichrist, this false Messiah, and we have to be ready for this and not be deceived. Another thing too that I want to share is that many people in the public are so conditioned to take in everything that they're seeing projected to them that they're also being culled into taking what is the mark. And many are in fear and they take these things, but this is a process in which they're trying to enlist you to be a cog within the machine, to be a part of groupthink. When you know better, you're able to do better. So form your own conclusions. If something does not seem right, you may need to lean into your discernment instead of the fear corn that they're trying to project out there. Certain things such as Neuralink and other technological advances are not only there to manipulate your mind, but to put you in a sense of psychological duress, to the point where people do not even want to believe in their own ability to operate in free will. Just because the masses are part of this psyop, psychological operation, in order to get everybody in alignment with a one world religion, it doesn't mean that you have to also coalesce with this agenda, okay? Another verse I want to share with you at this time is 2 Thessalonians 2:9. The coming of, hold on y'all. The coming of the lawless one is by the activity of Satan with all power and false signs and wonders. So again, there's going to be things just to prepare you. There are going to be things that we're going to hear of, and it's going to seem very real. As you know, AI is very advanced and Satan is very crafty. So there's going to be images within the sky. You're going to see holographic things, but the Most High has warned you already through these scriptures to not believe the deceptions that are coming into play. They're wanting to deceive you with these so-called phenomena that's happening, with these so-called natural disasters, in order to get you in alignment to be under control and dominion to the Antichrist, okay? And it's also seems like such a coincidence, which I believe there's no coincidences in God's universe. But now that certain billionaires have aligned themselves with this new campaign, with this new people of power that's going to be in power per se from the GOVT standpoint, that now we're seeing all these signs of UFOs or UAPs, unidentified anomalous phenomenon, okay? Whereas in the past, they would rarely ever mention anything about UFOs or alien invasions, and now it seems to be the talk of most of the sound clips that you're hearing, okay? This is a great delusion that they're wanting people to be in fear of. Another thing I want to share with you in regard to these particular verses that I shared is that this is a sign of prophecies being fulfilled. So many people are believing the lies, okay? But if in your heart and your soul you're picking up that something is just not quite right, more often than not, you're in line spiritually, okay? This is a process in which many people are falling for this so-called imitation rapture. And they're trying to make people be in a sense of fear that they just believe all the things that they're projecting out there. But in Matthew 24:24, it states, "For false Christs and false prophets will arise and perform great signs and wonders, so as to lead astray, if possible, even the elect, they will rise." So there's also a very strong correlation between Project Blue Beam and also the Voice of God weapon. Now this particular weapon is of the fallen angel technology. It is technology that's used for direct energy weapons in order to magnetically channel your thoughts, in order to get you to believe as if certain things are happening that may be so-called spiritual, but is of delusion of fallen angel technology. It is to deceive you. It is to get you to be in agreement with accepting the mark. It is for you to get into the agreement of accepting the things that they're trying to project as good, which are really evil. So just trust your discernment. Pray about these things and ask the Most High to continue to safeguard you, because you will be protected with the Most High God. It's just that we have to be steps ahead of